Alrighty, welcome back. Sorry about that slight interruption. Just almost went past 15 minutes on my video. But we are back. This is part 3. And our last video we finished the M-Wave install. We installed the updated Aptiva Communication Center and audio station files and did an enhanced DOS mode CD-ROM driver for the IDE controller on the system board. And at this moment we are currently making a floppy disk for a Windows 95 MPEG update. Although depending on your system, I think this was meant for some slightly older master CDs, but for the sake of the video I will be making this floppy disk. Okay. And I've got several blank disks. And I mean a humongous amount of blank disks. As you can see right here. Got quite the collection of them. Okay. 75% completed. It just takes a while. Do you want to copy another? No, we don't. Okay. It says to leave the floppy disk and restart your computer. Do you want to restart your computer now? Sure. Now this particular disk, it will install a CD-ROM driver even though it's not necessary for what we're going to be doing. The only reason it does is because this particular floppy disk also has the install.exe file for the master. Whoa! Whoops! We're out of focus. Sorry about that. That might have went on for a few seconds, and I might not have noticed, but I do apologize about that. It's fixed now. Anyways, as I was saying, it makes a, so you got 3 options. Install Windows 95 MPEG upgrade, or you could reload your Aptiva Windows 95 software, which actually formats the hard drive and does a full recovery. So this is also another recovery boot floppy as well, but we're going to type in the letter I for upgrade the MPEG software files for this particular system. Okay, this might take about a minute, but just be patient. Then it updates the win.ini and system.ini files if it's not already been done. Just make some slight adjustments. And then it updates the Windows 95 registry information. Looks like we're about 5 minutes into the video now. MPEG software upgrade is complete. I don't know why it's still reading the disk. Oh, there we go. It says remove the diskette, hit the enter key to restart. We'll go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and just set this disk down for now. We got another blank floppy for our updated VGA drivers. Okay. Go ahead and double click on this again. And this is on a blank, or not a blank, it is on a CDR disk. Now a lot of these old CD-ROM drives, it won't read CDR disks, or RW disks for that matter. Some of them do work, and many of them don't. At least for me personally. And here is our Trident video drivers. Copy to a disk. Okay, it says insert a blank floppy. We'll go ahead and do that now. Click yes. Of course, copying these files to a floppy disk. This may take a couple minutes to complete. Now these VGA drivers are actually not on a disk image file on the CD like the MPEG upgrade files are. So the blank disk and then copying these Trident VGA drivers to a floppy disk is not really all that necessary. And I'll show you why here in a bit. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. Okay, now it's copying files. It was just formatting the disk. It was already formatted, but you know, it just wants to be sure that it is formatted correctly. File transfer is complete. Okay. Now I could go through that and read that, but we'll close out of this for now. We click on the start button, we go into settings and then control panel, double click on the display icon, click on settings, change display type, adapter type, change. Type in have disk, we could go directly to the floppy that we just created, but since it's on the CD, we're going to make our way to the location, double click on updates, and then Trident. That's where it's all at, and this is actually a bit faster too, so the floppy is really not all that necessary. Do you want to restart your system now? Yeah. And don't forget to eject the disk while you're at it. Okay, we'll set both of these disks aside. And this is when it will detect any monitor, if it's not already got a driver installed for it. In my case, I got a flat screen IBM monitor that I got at a thrift store. As you can see, there's actually a thrift store price tag right up there. Okay. Now, just for the sake of the video, if anyone just out of curiosity wants to see an install of the IBM Update connector, this actually first came pre-installed on Aptiva S models, and I actually do have one Aptiva S model, which I temporarily have stored up there. The bottom stand, whatever you want to call it, is not original. I unfortunately didn't get a black one with mine. If anyone actually does have an extra that they would like to offer me, please comment down below and we can make some arrangements. If anyone has an extra that they don't need. Now, before you can install this program, you have to install this updated version of Internet Explorer. It's not 4.0. Now, if you already have a newer version of Internet Explorer, then this won't work. And like I've said earlier, it doesn't matter because this is an old, outdated program, but this is just for the sake of the video. You could also install just this newer version of Internet Explorer if you want to use the internet, but I would recommend Internet Explorer like 5.5, I believe, is the latest version that Windows 95 supports. I don't know for sure. I mean, I don't remember for sure, but yeah, we can go ahead and select everything. And this is just for the sake of the video. It's not going to do anything except take up some more valuable disk space. So I recommend against installing this. Because it's old, it's outdated, it doesn't work anymore. But this is just for the sake of the video. In fact, Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall, if I recall correctly, actually attempted to connect to America Online, but I don't think he succeeded. It was either on one of his Packard Bell computers or one of his Gateway 2000s. Do you want to restart your computer now? Yeah, let's do that real quick like. Got about 2.5 more minutes into my video, but I think we'll be fine. Just one more thing needs to be installed, which is the update. Well, it doesn't need to be installed, but it's for the sake of the video, because I want to review the Aptiva Update CD and all the contents on it. Once again, this is what the CD looks like. It's updating start menu shortcuts for the Internet Explorer. Come on now. Well, I do have the patience, and normally I'd let it take its time, but YouTube, at least for me personally, I can only upload 15-minute videos max. And I want to try and do this as quick as I can. Also want to mention this is all abandonware now. Okay. So yeah, not to offend anyone, but this program will not work even if you dial into it'll probably say phone number is invalid, phone number service doesn't exist, etc. Whatever phone number it would try and dial with dial-up networking. That was the old internet way from back in the day. Okay, now I got less than a minute to go in my video, but we're actually almost finished here. I'm sorry about part 2 having to end quickly while I was actually in the middle of making my MPEG update disk, but okay. And then we'll put the icon in the Aptiva Ware folder. And that is everything on the Aptiva Update CD, so we can go ahead and close out of here now. Didn't put the icon in for some reason. It's right there, but okay. Huh, that was bizarre. Okay, this is the end of my video. Time's up. PB70CDOEM, Ryan Hawley signing off.